Hello guys, welcome back to Mr. Cloudbook channel. Today is the day 44 of the Kubernetes masterclass and we are going to see some fun class today. So I want to show the difference between the kubectl create and kubectl apply. So both are works fine, but there will be some kind of difference. We want to see in more detailed way. So we will talk about create and apply here. So imagine there is a magical place called Cube Villa. There is a place called Cube Villa where your all toys creations come to life. Okay, in Cube Villa you have special magic called the kubectl. Okay, so you have a wand like Harry Potter wand. You have one wand called kubectl. Okay, so we use the kubectl to create the toys and make them come to life. This particular wand, kubectl wand, you can create a new toys, new buildings, whatever you want. Okay, like pods you can create, you can delete the pods, you can upgrade the pods, you can configure them, and you can do whatever you want. Okay, so here what we need some kind of blueprint. Okay, before you build something, before we need to create a pod, we need some blueprint, right? Like we need some YAML file. So these blueprints are like the plans that tell you how to build your particular pod. In Kubevilla, these are blueprints are called house.yaml, pod.yaml, deployment.yaml, like that. Okay. So we will use the command called kubectl create. Okay. So I have the Kubevilla Kubernetes and I have the tool called kubectl and I have the YAML files here to take care of creating my pods and everything. So everything is ready. Okay. But I want to make them create. Okay. At that time, what I have to use, either I can use the command called create or apply. So these are the two commands we are talking about right now. So use the kubectl create. Okay, kubectl create is like saying, hey, Kubernetes, please create this one as I have my blueprint. Okay, so I have this particular YAML file. So take this and create it and create one simple pod. This is what it will say when you use the kubectl create command. Okay. So here what happens and everything we will talk in the detailed way. Here kubectl apply like saying, hey Kubernetes, please apply these changes to my buildings. Okay. So please apply. So here there is a difference create and these apply changes to my pods. Whatever the pod is there. So it is telling to change them to upgrade them. If they don't exist, please create them. Okay. What it says. So I have one YAML file here, deployment.yaml file. So if I use create, okay, so what it will do, it will create one pod directly. But here I have apply. So what it will do, it will tell Kubernetes to create them or upgrade them particular pod if does not exist. Okay, this pod is does not exist. So what apply will do, it will create pod. This is how it will work. We will see the some simple examples as well. So we have to understand this concept. Why we need to this means we will face some issues when you try to apply the kubectl create multiple times. Okay, on the same pod YAML file. I have some of examples you can check here. So you have a blueprint called house.yaml. Okay. So this is the API version kind metadata and how many rooms you want 5 and which color you want blue. So if you run this particular command, okay, kubectl create -f house.yaml, what happens? Cube will or Kubernetes reads your house.yaml file and it will build a new house called my first house with 5 rooms and painted blue. Okay. If my first house is already exist, Cube will say, sorry, whoops, a house with this name is already exist. Okay, important notes. Kubectl create only create new things. And if you try to create something that already exists, you will get an error. So this is the main issue of kubectl create. Okay. So what I will do, I will check for the pods here. So I'll explain in a simple way. So we don't need to go for the detail, but we need to understand. So copy this and here I will use vi1.yaml file, enter and paste it. So I want this particular one. Okay, this is simple YAML file for the pod and k apply hyphen, oh sorry, we have to use the create. Okay, I'll come down, k create, I mean kubectl create -f1.yaml, enter. Okay, it's created, right? So what I will do, if I made some changes, okay, k get pods, it's running. So what I will do, vi1.yaml, I'll change the name or the image name. or like to 1.16 or like that. So that is up to us, and I'll update. Okay. K create kubectl create -f 1.yaml enter, and you can see that error from the server already exists. So kubectl create can be used only once when you are creating the new things. So first time we used the create, it's worked fine. So we made changes something and we try to apply again, I mean create again. So we are facing some issue, right? So this is the main drawback of the create. So that's why mostly no one uses it, but this is also one of the command that we can use kubectl create -f like that. So changing the building, okay. Kubectl apply is like saying, okay, please make these changes, and if they don't exist, please create them. Okay. So what I will do, vi 1.yaml. So I will come back here and I will go back to 1.142 again, 14.2, come out of it, and k delete pod nginx. I will delete old nginx pod first of all, and I will apply again k apply -f 1.yaml. Okay. So actually we don't have any pods, right? K get pods, nothing is there. K apply -f. Last time I used create, now I am using the apply. Enter. It's created. K get pods. And you can see that it's running 2 seconds ago. So what I will do, I don't like that particular version. I will come inside and I will try to change the version here. Okay. Go to insert mode and I will use the 16. So I will use 24 version and k apply -f 1.yaml enter, and you can see that it's configured. Okay, whatever the changes I made, it's on automatically configuring. So if I use create, so it is throwing the issue whenever I made some changes and updating it. Okay, so here apply commands is working fine without any issue. Okay, there is a garden we need. Yes. Okay, Cubilla looks for my first house. If it exists, it updates the house to include a garden. Here we added garden with the help of the remaining rooms and color, and we added it. So if you use apply, it will works fine. If you use create again, it will throw the issue. That is the main thing you have to understand. So you have a new print called school.yaml. These are all same. We don't need to check again. But here you can check important notes. Kubectl apply can create new things or updating the existing ones as well. Okay, this is the main thing you have to understand. That's why we will use mostly kubectl apply. It's a very handy when you are not sure if something exists already or not. Okay, so if you want to check there is a pod is already is there or not, that's why you can use always kubectl apply. So kubectl create is also works fine. Okay, so you can see the difference here, kubectl create and kubectl apply. So what is the purpose of the kubectl create? It creates the new resources, and this is the one apply. It creates or update the resources. For both purposes, we can use the apply. And behavior if exist. If some pod is already exist, this particular create will throw the error. And this particular thing, whatever the apply, will update the resources to match the new blueprint. What is the usage? When creating something for the first time only, we can use the create command. And when we need to create or to update the existing ones, we can use the apply command. Okay. So these are all the fun activities you can check if you wanted to. Hope you understand this video, and thanks for watching the video, and keep on supporting to Mr. Cloudbook channel.